Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to do a disassembly of this KWA QRF Mod 1. Hi guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy my video today, please do like and subscribe. It really helps me out. So in front of me, courtesy once again of the lovely people at JTAC, I have got this KWA QRF Mod 1. One of the first ones into the UK, and I'm going to do a disassembly for it. Unfortunately, I can't keep it long enough to do more than an unboxing or a disassembly. Before I do fully get started, I want to just highlight one feature I missed out on the unboxing. Is we have got an ambidextrous mag catch in that you can operate it from the left or the right hand side of the receiver, but then like a true MP5, you can also use the catch down at the bottom there to release the magazine as well, which I didn't know, which I think is absolutely brilliant that that feature is in there. So you've effectively got 3 ways to remove your magazine. That said, we'll get started and we'll get this thing disassembled. So it is going to strip or split exactly like a standard M4, at least in the first part. So I'm just going to pop that pin out there, bear with me. That popped out far easier than I expected, so I've pulled the pin out and I'm just going to pop that, lift the dust cover up, and the 2 halves will split, and I'll get that over there. Now that does look awfully like a bog standard hop unit, and I can confirm by looking down there they are using their exact same. You can possibly hopefully just see the split in the hop rubber there in the middle. That is their normal bog standard AEG hop rubber that they're using. So I would, if I were you, get rid of that hop rubber and change it for something decent. The spring's still up in there, get that out. So obviously if you wanted to remove the front end, you undo these bolts here in the front and the riz will just slide off, and then I dare say that the gas block will need removing. There is an Allen key bolt or hex bolt just down inside this riz rail there that will release the flash hider, and this will probably need to come off before you can access the gas block to remove the gas block as well. The upper sights, if you want to remove the upper sights, are just a flat head screw in each, and then these will just probably need sliding off once, yeah, they'll need sliding off once the bolt is out. And that's the upper receiver. So I'll just put the battery back on the hop unit, and I'll slide that back in there. That's fine, I'll get that out of the way. So looking at this, that is the exact same gearbox that is in the TK45 and the T6. So obviously the only real thing that's different here is obviously the mag catch is a little bit different, but there again it shouldn't cause any real differences. What I will do in a minute is I'll have a look at the compatibility of this upper with my Ronin Recon M4 and the TK45 just to see what it's like, and I've still got a T6 lower round from a previous video, so I'll have a look at that as well. So to disassemble this part then, we're just going to push the stock button in and release the stock. We'll take the battery cover off, and in here we've got a Phillips head screw. Take that out, keep that safe. There's the panel that it screws into, and this will now just slide off. A little bit of wiggling, there it goes. This is fully compatible with the Gate Titan, so if you want to watch any of my Gate Titan videos, then it will show you the exact same, the exact process how to put a Gate Titan into this gearbox. So I'm just going to push in and twist this bit, and that releases the spring. And just to prove, that is a standard AEG spring, so non-linear spring, so you know that you can put in normal AEG springs. Excuse me. Next part is we're going to get the pistol grip off, so we're going to need some Allen keys to loosen these bits off. So like the T6, they've used two different screw sizes here in the pistol grip. So you've got one on the top, bottom, and one on the back side there. And just to confirm again, the red wire has come up the front, round, and sits on the red terminal at the back, which is different to normal AEGs. Because normally the red terminal is at the front of the pistol grip, where your fingers would be. Just something to be aware of. So I'm then going to lift the black terminal off. Yeah. There we go. And there we go. A little bit fiddly, but there we go. So there's the motor. Again, it's the bog standard high torque KWA motor with the anti-arcing chip on it as well. And if you do fit a gate, you won't need that. Then we've got two more Phillips heads. There's one. There's the other. Wiggle that out. Sorted. And what I'm going to do next is remove this back panel here. Hopefully that's the right size. It is. So that's a T10 that I've used, and that just loosens that out. Move that aside. I do like that these lower receivers are just a little bit different, but everything, you know, just for the mag basically, but everything else is the same. It makes, I think, life a lot easier, and it means that my videos in general are more useful to you guys. So I'm just going to knock these pins out. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first is, now this is a stroke of genius. That right there is a stroke of genius. The T6 and things like that use tiny little Allen key bolts in there. This is actually a really decent sized Allen key bolt for once. KWA, if you are here right now, I think I might actually kiss you that you've either learnt or you've just made the decision on your own and you've put in a better quality one on its own. Now, I'm not going to touch that because that looks absolutely fine in there, and I'm sure we'll see it when we need to, when we lift the gearbox. But it does look like you can remove it by removing the screw on this side. But we're going to leave it, we're not going to mess with it because we don't need to. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bob these two pins out, and then the gearbox should come out. I'm also going to remove this rear part here. Because it just means the wiring comes out easily. So bear with me while I knock the pins out. The back pin just pushes out and it's on a locker, so it won't come fully out. The body pin here, bizarrely, is actually not mounted in the same way as the T6. It's mounted the other way for some reason. So I'm just going to push it back through and back out the other side to get it out. So just to confirm then, on this particular model, on this QRF Mod 1, the threads on the body, the retaining pin above the trigger, come out on the left side of the receiver, just to be aware of. And now our gearbox should just lift out. Is that all the way out? It is now. There goes the bolt release, and there is the gearbox, and it is identical to the others, so you know that you can get the tightening there quite happily. It's absolutely rock solid, really well built. So I'll come back in a minute, I'll reassemble it, and we'll have a look at some final thoughts, and I'll do an upper compatibility in a separate video. As you can see, I've fully reassembled the Mod 1 now back to its original state, and sort of a few final things. I did forget to show that on the inside, the third mag catch, and it is literally just a metal catch that pushes against a triangle shape on the inside of this mag catch. So when you pull it, it's just pushing this out of the way, and it just does sit on this cam through that's screwed in basically, so nice and steady. By the looks of it, looking at it, I would hope that probably the uppers are compatible with the T6, and possibly the Ronin Recon. I really don't think it'll be compatible with the TK45 just because that seems to have a longer footprint. But I will do another video to show that off. In general, it's the same great quality, generally easy to disassemble, very easy to fit a gate tighten. You know, there's no real modding or messing other than filing down the gearbox a little bit. So it is another rock solid piece. It is great that if you do want to get one of these and you want to fit a gate tighten, have a look at the T6 gate tighten installation video. It is identical to what you'll have to do for this one. I hope that's been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this little beauty. Please do like and subscribe because it really helps me out. And I will see you next time. Bye.